Hi, this is Natalie from Real Talk. Today I'm going to show you how to make brown rice, or how I make brown rice. Brown rice does take some time and patience. It cooks slower than white rice. But what you need is brown rice, of course, the main ingredient. That's 1 cup. And that's about 1.5 cups of brown rice. Well, now the next step is to add water. Add about 4 cups of water. This should make about 2 cups of rice. And there you have it. Now you just put it on the stove. Before you put it on the stove, what I like to do is add a little bit of olive oil in the water. I'm going to pour in my EVOO. I like to use the extra virgin olive oil. Mix it a little bit. If you would like to add sea salt, you may at this time, but I usually season mine at the end because I use the special ingredients that I will share with you. And now you're ready to put it on the stove and boil it on high for a few minutes. Okay, now I have the rice on the stove. As you can see, the EVOO is in the pot, in the pan. I'm going to boil this on high for a few minutes until most of the water evaporates. And then after that, I'll put cover it, and then I'll cover it for about 40 to 45 minutes on a low to low heat. And then the rice should be done. And I'll show you the end results. Okay, as you see, it's still boiling rapidly, and you can see the rice, the consistency. Now at this time, I'm going to turn down the stove. And I'm going to put my lid on. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on and check back in about 45 minutes. Let me put my timer on. Yeah. Okay. And we'll be back with the end. It's been evaporated out. So now this is just cooking. And let me just put the lid back on because it has to finish cooking. Brown rice does take a long time to cook, but it's worth it at the end. I love cilantro, and I'm going to add the cilantro to the rice. Now what I actually like to do, I either like to use a cooking shear or a knife, depending on your preference. Now with the cooking shear, I bunch it up and I just actually chop it. Chop the cilantro, so just be careful that you don't chop your fingers or your fingernail. But I like to chop my cilantro with a cooking shear, or you can actually chop it with a knife. Just be careful again that you don't chop your fingers. But again, I just do it with the cooking shear. So you just have to be careful. And again, I'll show you the end results. Okay, it's 45 minutes later, and the rice, as you can see, the rice is finished. It is done. And so now I'm going to show you what I do and how I get busy with my brown rice. What I try to do is try to make brown rice, because brown rice is so bland and plain. I try to add some spice to it. So you have options. What I like to do is add some black beans. Now the beans, you can use canned or fresh beans. If you don't have fresh beans, you could use canned. I mix that in. Incorporate the beans into the rice. And now I have my EVOO. I'm just going to add a little bit. Now what I try to do is eyeball it. Just drizzle enough in there. And again, mix. Now, my chopped cilantro. And again, incorporate the cilantro with the rice and the black beans. And for tastes, you have several options. If you want to use sea salt or kosher salt, or what I like to do, I like to use my secret ingredient. And there you have it. Here's the finishing touch of brown rice. How I make my brown rice. And it's very yummy. And that feeds, I actually made about 4 cups. So I'll post the recipe in the up and coming book. So don't forget to subscribe, rate, and we'll see you later. That's real talk, and this is real cooking for you.